Hi Blair,
Hi,
how are you today?
I'm good. It's Monday and it's a lovely day.
Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Tell us more about yourself and your background.
Yes, so my full name is Angela Blair Cadet. I'm American from Massachusetts, born in Queens, New York, and I left the US in 2014 to study in Israel. And there I also got my master's and certificate to teach English. Then I moved to certain parts of Asia, first China, didn't like it, went to Bangkok, stayed there for a couple years and bounced around the world for almost 10 years until I ended up here last year.
How did you decide to stay in Serbia and start your life here?
That's a good question. To summarize it, I was living in Paris last year when it was just like a perfect storm of events. So I had to leave the EU and it was like either Serbia or Albania, and I chose Serbia and liked it after a week and said, you know what, I can make this work. And I've been here ever since.
What do you do in Serbia?
What do I do? You know, that's an interesting question. Lately, I'm trying to figure that out. But when I first came here, I organized these luxury afternoon tea parties. I had some at Hotel Moskva, yes, and then at Metropole. So just events, experience, a bit of consulting. Still trying to figure out my way here, but I'm loving it every step of the way.
You have a lot of followers on TikTok. Everybody likes your videos. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us more about your experience here? We'll start with the biggest cultural shock, moving from America, Asia, then Europe, coming to Serbia. What's the big difference?
Okay, so TikTok first started as a hobby. You know, I used to blog a lot, but you know, people don't like to read as much these days. So it's like more short videos about my life here. And what I like about TikTok is the comments that people tell me how great this country is, and they're happy that I can see positive things because I have a great experience here. The cultural shock is just being a black woman here and just first being, I'm a woman, I'm American, and then people see my skin color. And I think that's the best thing, to be seen as a human. My identity is not tied up in just race and stereotypes.
So, can you tell us more about your favorite places in Serbia?
Yeah, so I live in a little bubble, and I know people were telling me, go to other parts of Serbia, but Belgrade is my home. After moving so much, it's just, I want to stay in one little place. So to eat or just to party, I like to go to the Pavilion Hotel and Social Club or Maison Boho. So that is my little neighborhood. And as far as favorite place, like to exercise, I like to do reform Pilates and just, you know, walking around the Knez Mihalova. That's my street.
So you're in the center circle.
I am in the central circle. I'm very happy there. I did a video yesterday about my nails because there is no nail salons there, so I have to go all the way to the waterfront. Yeah. So sometimes I go there to Galleria, but the city center is my favorite place.
So Massachusetts, it's a state with big cities, but it's also like countryside and quieter?
Not exactly. So Massachusetts, you have Boston, and that's like the most European city in Europe, given the architecture, the designs, and how that's where I guess a lot of the founders, the Mayflower landed, right? So I'm from a smaller suburb, and my life there was not how it is today. You know, I need a car in Massachusetts. I don't need a car here. I have a great social life here, you know? So it's different. It's a good difference for me here.
Do you find it wild? Like Belgrade is a city that never sleeps. People from all of Europe come here to party. Mm-hmm. It was on several world lists as a #1 party city.
Not just party city. I would have to say the nightlife here overall is great. Before I was living in Almaty, Kazakhstan, and people party there, but you know, Kazakhstan's just kind of far out here. Given it's in Europe, it's relatively less expensive. You have, you know, the waterfront with all those restaurants and nightclubs, and you can find clubs for 18-year-olds that want to party all night for tech music, or high-end clubs like, you know, Maison Boho.
You have different varieties.
Yeah, you have different vibes, and it's a flight, you know, from here to Zurich or to Paris. It's really short, so people come here on the weekends, and it's just one of the best places, I think, in the world.
What's your favorite vibe? Did you go to a lot of like places with Serbian music?
I have. Some of my Serbian friends have taken me on the other side of the river from Batanhola. I don't know the name of the places, but I've listened to some really good Serbian music and party till 3 a.m., which is my limit. I can't do till 8 a.m. the next morning. That's too long for me.
Do you have a favorite Serbian singer, maybe?
I do. I don't know the name. I mean, the thing, I'm still learning Serbian slowly.
Yeah.
I'm really good with faces, but I did meet quite a few like well-known singers and actually some actresses as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Maybe in Skadarlia Street.
No, not Skadalia. No. That's touristy.
Yeah.
You know. So with some other Serbian friends that are, I guess, well-known, they've introduced me to some people. So it's really
What's your favorite
interesting.
food in Serbia?
That's a good question. Well, one thing I like about Serbia is posnu, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah.
So, because I can't have any milk or eggs. So there's this little pizza spot in the city center, and I get my slice of pizza on Wednesdays and Fridays. And I asked, why can't it be Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays? And the girl was just like, you have to talk to the patriarch. You know, we have to. Only Wednesdays and Fridays, that's it.
Because in Serbian Orthodox Church, those are the days for fasting.
Yes,
Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah, which I think is lovely. So it's a great deal for me to get
like
some nice
posnu food in a country that's full of meat.
I do like some Serbian foods. It's just like for every day, because I try to go out once a day. I got this cheap pizza and it's always perfect.
You get a lot of questions from like foreigners because tourists, before they come here, they think of Serbia like some crazy country, and then they have a great experience and decide maybe to stay or to call other friends.
Yes.
Do you get a lot of questions from other?
Yes. Actually, yesterday I met up with this American, and she saw my videos about dating. We have to talk about that because dating here is amazing, and she's thinking about moving here because she saw my videos. People haven't really considered Belgrade or Serbia as a destination for expats, for entrepreneurs to buy properties. So I'm really happy that my experience is touching people, saying like, this is a place to consider to move, to build a life, to have a family.
What would you say is the best recommendation for Belgrade?
For Belgrade?
Yeah.
To like stay, to eat, to party?
To stay, and to visit.
To visit. There's a lot of beautiful things to see, at least in Belgrade, or the little bubble that I've been in. So when I first came here last year, I went to Kalemegdan Park, and it was so hot. Luckily, I have a sun umbrella. You can walk around, the beautiful view of the waterfront. There's a lot of museums, and again, depends on what you like to do. If you like to go shopping, if you like nature, there's something for everyone that has a certain taste in adventure, or for me, being bougie.
Did you visit other Serbian cities? I think I saw you went to Novi Sad, yeah?
Yes, I went to Fruška Gora on our way there, and that was very lovely to finally get out. And then, but by the time I went to Novi Sad, I went to this really great fish restaurant. However, it started raining. Like, I remember that day, it was pouring. Like, the street was flooded with water. Me and my friend, we had to like take off our shoes and walk through like knee-deep rain. So I didn't get to really explore Novi Sad as much as I would like.
Well, maybe we can visit the other day. And Serbia has a lot of beautiful like mountains, rivers, lakes. So
yeah, once I'm more settled, I'm sure. I mean, I think I'm spoiled because I've been to like New Zealand, which is one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, and last summer I was in Zurich. Very beautiful, beautiful nature. So I'm not too much in a rush until like I'm more settled and maybe have a car, because I don't have a car. So unless someone's taking me there to see all this nature, I'm gonna just stick in this.
You mentioned the dating life. Can you talk about that?
Okay.
First thing, before you answer, I know a lot of women from other countries like the height of the people here.
Yes, everyone here is tall. Yes, height is important. I think what I've observed from Serbian culture, people here really value family. Unfortunately, in the US, that's just, you know, for show, aesthetics-wise. But people spend time with their children. I mean, on the waterfront at night, you see people at 10 o'clock at night playing with their children. So I think many women, whether they're very liberal or modern or conservative, they want a partner that has that traditional family values and that provides for a family and that spend times with the family. So I'm not on dating apps. Sometimes I just walk out and people want to take me to lunch or for drinks. And it's nice to be seen as an attractive woman. And I think the dating here, men really go out of their way to impress a woman. They'll take you out. They're not asking for like 50-50, like many American women struggle with today. So Serbian men, I think they can wine and dine women. They're very handsome. They're very much gentlemen here.
So did you find love maybe?
I am seeing someone, and I am very happy. That is all I can say.
Did you meet a lot of new friends here in Serbia?
Yes, I have. Because of my tea parties, that's how I met a lot of other Serbian women, going out at nightlife. It's really easy to make genuine friends, not like the superficial hi and bye like
Yeah, it's not
in
about
other
networking,
countries.
it's about connection.
It's about the connection. So I had to really tone it down because people are like, Blair, we like you. Stop promoting your business. We just want to hang out and eat. So I'm like, okay. So I made quite a few friends here. People are so nice and genuine. And like when I had hard times, there were people that I can reach out to. Because I'm single, I have no children, and it's just, you know, and I'm in a foreign country. So you want to have that kind of support system and support group or other services where you can reach out and ask for help if you need it.
Yeah, all you need is to ask. Everybody will, if they can, they'll help.
Exactly.
Did you have any negative experience maybe?
I have when I went to this one store, and I'm not going to name it, they apologized, but I've had like that experience, and then there was another unfortunate experience, but overall like 99% of my time here and experiences have been great.
How would you promote Serbia to other people from America?
Well, okay, so
how is it better than
my
life
thing
in
is,
Asia?
my thing is, I was in Portugal earlier this year for business, and there are a lot of Americans there. So I would say this life that I'm living is not for everyone, you know, and it could, when you have too many people of a, I guess, demographic come, it kind of changes the character, the nature of a city, and people that are native might feel left out. I tell people, you know, come here, spend a month here if you want to move and live as an expat, see it for yourself, how you fit in. So I tell people, it depends on your lifestyle. If you have children, I don't know about the school system here, but if you're single and you're looking for love, if you work remotely, this is an excellent place to set up as a base. People here are really kind, they're friendly, the food is good. I have a base, a Russian base, so I could read and get around, but still everyone speaks English. And as far as Asia, I would say that, you know, been there, done that. I still like it. I want to go back there and maybe buy property. But here's home. It reminds me a bit of Massachusetts because I like winter, and I'm just living a really beautiful life.
Do you plan on staying on here? Like?
I do. I really want to stay long. I want to become a Serbian citizen. It just, Serbia loves me, I love Serbia, and it just works.
Yeah,
for me.
Serbia really loves you, and you love Serbia.
Yes.
Can you tell us some funny anecdote, maybe something that you experienced here, but not like in America or in Asia?
I don't know. I mean, everyone says that I'm really attractive, and I know this might be as a surprise because I'm tall and thin. Growing up in my community, I was just an outlier. But people are like, you're so beautiful. We're looking at you not just because you're exotic, or some people say you're an exotic fruit. But it's nice to be in a place where I feel attractive as a woman, where I'm accepted as a human being first. And just going out of my house, everyone's dressed so nicely. You know, you don't see people in sweatpants. You know, women make an effort to look beautiful.
Yeah, people like to dress.
Exactly.
To go out to like a shop. Or
I go to the grocery stores. People are full on makeup, maybe sometimes in high heels. So it has forced me to step up my game, you know. Yeah, that's the whole thing about coffee shops is like in the US, if you go to Starbucks, like people are like, okay, you've been here for an hour. Are you going to buy something here?
Work or
Exactly. Here people lounge around and just like for hours. And when I first came here, I was like feeling bad. I was like, okay, I had finished my drink. Do I need to leave? And my friends were like, take your time. You can be here for 3 or 4 hours. No one's going to push you or rush you out to like get the table.
Would you like to tell something that I didn't ask you?
No, I'm very happy. I'm in a good spot right now in my life. I'm really happy that everything has really worked out for me in Serbia. I think no country's perfect, but this country's perfect for me.
Thank you very much, Blair.
Thank you so much for interviewing me and having me here.